Hello, guys, and welcome to this live broadcast. Right, so I was just looking at this tweet by Nelson Chamisa. The thread, the hashtag is cash crisis thread. Let me just see if anybody else is posting about this. So it's still a relatively new thread, which one or two people have already used. So let me just go back to the thread. Okay, so he says that the systematic theft of depositor funds by ZANU-PF led to the cash crisis. When there was no money left, ZANU-PF came up with bond notes and insisted that these bond notes were equal to US dollars. Okay, so this is what they did. Okay, they came up with bond notes and they declared, as will do any of these governments. But when you do that, you need to allow the market forces to decide exactly how it's all going to pan out. So exactly what happened is that what was originally a 1:1 situation is no longer a 1:1 situation, because naturally market forces are going to determine the value of the currency. So you cannot say it's 1:1 and expect it to stay at 1:1. So Nelson here is saying that they stole depositor funds, and after stealing the depositor funds, when there was no money left, they then came up with bond notes. So I would perhaps think that when they were stealing the depositor funds, they were taking those monies and probably buying or importing stuff from outside the country. So that's how they were using the money from the depositors' accounts. Then they decided to replace the depositors' funds with a local currency, which they declared was 1:1. So nobody is foolish enough to deposit US dollars only to be given bond notes on withdrawal. So if there is a perception that the bond note is less valuable than the US dollar, and the government then decides to insist that they are equal, but people know that they are not equal, then people are more likely not to deposit any US dollars into the system, because if you deposit your US dollars, you're going to get bond notes in return. So why would you want to deposit your US dollars if you're not going to get the same US dollar equivalent in terms of the bond notes? So if the bond notes on the market are not performing as well as they should be performing, or as well as the government has said they're going to perform, then obviously people are going to hold on. Okay, so I think there's a principle that is used in economics where they say that bad money chases away good money. So because of this bad bond notes money in circulation, it's chasing away the good money, which is the US dollar, because people are keeping it in their pockets under the pillows instead of depositing that money. So people stopped depositing US dollars into the banking system. That's 205. Then ZANU-PF then put in place laws forcing traders to accept bond notes as being equal to US dollars. But that is not how economics works. You cannot command a bond note to be equal to a US dollar. This common sense is alien to ZANU-PF. That was 305. So if there is no confidence in the people who are using the currency, that the currency is actually equivalent to what the government is saying it's equivalent to, then there's going to be a case where that money is going to lose its value, or people are just not going to accept it. So you cannot force traders to accept bond notes because you're telling them that they're equal to US dollars. But they know that when they go to withdraw that money, it's not going to be equal to the US dollar. So the cash crisis is a crisis of confidence. The market is waiting for sensible monetary policies that recognize and accept that banknotes are not equal to US dollars. Okay, so a crisis of confidence, confidence in the banking system, confidence in the government. If there is no confidence in the currency which they are distributing or which they are generating, because that's the job of government through the central bank, is to generate to generate currency and to distribute it. And so they are failing in that regard. So Zimbabwe needs a government that respects economic principles and common sense. And then you've got all of these, look at that guy, he's got some money under the pillow. So you've got all these responses to that. Okay, so that was Nelson's thread there. Right, so what do you think? Do you think that Nelson is right to say that we have a crisis of confidence instead of a crisis of cash? That if there was a change in leadership, then it means that there will be confidence back in the economy and that things will improve. Okay, because I think that is basically what Nelson is saying there. Okay, so I just wanted your thoughts on that, and you can leave them in the comments section, and I will respond to the comments as they are being made. So thank you for watching this. Don't want to stay too long. It's late already in this part of the world. So I'll see you in the next video.